this is truly Summit 5 for a reason, but it's incredible to see how many intense Game 5 sets we've had with this talent at this Summit.
It's nuts to think, too, because it's 7 o'clock over here. It's 10 o'clock over on the East Coast. So for all my East Coast brethren, I feel you. But we're going to rip through this tournament as much as we can. If you got work tomorrow, call out. We're going to have Riddles versus Acola happening right now. Riddles really struggling against Proto. I told you, by the way.
Yeah, I didn't think, especially the game he lost where he was up like 2 stocks. I was like, okay, he's at least going to force it to 5 games. And just was not the case, man. So, I mean, maybe get a little bit of revenge here against some of the Japanese players by taking out acola, but I mean, it's not going to be any easy task. This kid, just absolutely sensational the way he's played. His composure too, as well, and he even told us, like in the post game interview, he feels like he's playing very, very good. He feels very confident, and he's just going to do his best throughout the remainder of the tournament. And honestly, his best has proven thus far to be good enough.
He loves Smashville. We're starting here again. He kept doing this versus Tweak. Lost game 1, but then won game 4.
Yeah.
Small stage, which I think Terry's gonna like. Doesn't have to chase Steve through hell and half of creation, but even still, acola is going to be able to push up on him as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think right now, one of the things I definitely noticed from the last time they played, when acola wasn't as aggressive, or at least not me remembering him being as aggressive, was that crack shoot was a really big part of this matchup, allowing him to get through a lot of blocks. But, I mean, I feel like acola, I feel like it's making people uncomfortable almost the way that acola is playing, because you're expecting, Steve to step back so you get a little time to think, but he's not really giving you time to think.
Yeah, he is in your face nonstop 24/7. It's cool you mentioned, how it is, with dispatching of the blocks, but like Tweak is a good example of, he had a great strategy for that with the Diddy barrels, and it did not matter. Once this guy gets cooking, all you guys are in the pot.
This dude is out FGCing the FGCs.
Yep.
That's the crazy thing. All week we've been talking about how Riddles has this great character pool because he kind of invalidates certain characters just by virtue of them having to jump at him and fight him. But Steve here seems to have the answers.
Yeah, he's definitely like, run away from me instead, bro. What are you talking about? Huh?
It's actually crazy. It's really crazy to see the adjustment of play that acola also makes just in general. Not only playing super aggressive too, but also the way when he knows when to kind of slow things down. That we've seen try to block his way back into the stage, and he goes for the high recovery. But akola's always ready.
Who does that? Who does that? This kid is OD.
That was unbelievable, and he tried to footstool after. He was going all the way down there.
Bro, he is legitimately freestyling on his way to a 3-stock, by the way. Like, what the? He has a diamond, he still won't make it. Like, this is a challenge for him.
He refuses. Bro, hard mode. He's playing with the D-pad.
Trying to unlock it achievement.
D-pad exclusive.
Screw the objective.
Being a top 5 player with no diamond.
Yeah, man. Win a game, no perks. What's going on?
What kind of battle pass head ass is this?
What the hell's going on here, bro?
Oh, my Lord. Riddles is definitely on the receiving end right now.
Oh, man.
That's probably a wrap,
bro.
That was really funny.
That was tough.
That was very funny. I love that one. All right, that's game 1. acola kind of steamrolling Riddles on that one. Riddles, I feel like he just tried to fight him straight up.
Yeah,
and
he
was
did.
just banging his head on the wall.
Jesus. That is just, I mean, really just kind of bodied. Like, I mean, there's nothing else you can say. You just got bodied, man. And then again, that's weird. Like, as I keep saying, when you're playing against the FG characters, you normally are like, man, I got to step back. I got to create some space. I can't let them be on top of you.
Yeah.
Like, he's doubling down. He's like, actually, I'm going to get even further in there and let you know that I'm an FG character now.
He said, you want to box with me? Come through, man. I don't just build blocks. I build coffins. But I'll tell you what, the mirror of all mirrors has arrived. I'm seeing double, boys.
Tekken 8 out next year.
Kazuya Mishima.
The demo live at Summit 5, baby.
The family has grown. The Mishima family.
Both wearing
crazy.
suits, too. It's a business meeting.
Yeah, what the?
that.
Oh, but who's the CEO?
It's a networking event.
Who's the
That's
CEO?
what
That's what
Lord
they're
have
fighting
mercy.
for, bro.
He about to be SVP.
Fighting the King of Iron Fist tournament for promotion. Like, look. Jesus.
Oh,
Oh
no.
my God, acola right now, the youngest CEO, because he is handling his business.
Okay.
Good grief.
Riddles is just not having the greatest time here. Okay,
Huge
tripping there. Damn, big damage.
Wow.
I think he just missed that straight up because that was a very late air dodge. But okay.
Man, oh no, they both got rage drive
rage
too.
to rage.
They do.
Both very mad.
All right,
There
much
we go.
needed, much needed.
I think this is actually the first time I've ever seen Kazuya did it on tournament.
Yeah.
Maybe not common.
Ooh. Oh wow, too much rage. He actually can't get the follow up, the normal follow up he would go for. Yep.
Sure.
I like that acola, or he also waits too. Like he doesn't immediately do the dash forward. He actually kind of waits out. So he's like still trying to react. Okay, hold up.
Okay, Riddles.
Oh, that's game.
Oh my goodness.
That game. Boom.
Task complete.
You know what's crazy too is that he could have got that kill earlier by just dragon punching after that.
Right.
But he's like, nah, I want to make sure my execution is full on. So, okay. Next hit wins.
He said he was, actually, he said he was playing perfectly. Let's see if he can get it here. Tries to go for the down smash, not going to land.
Uh-oh. The damage. He tried to do it. Oh, wait, it's your turn.
Just exchange it.
Is he dead?
Your turn.
Detected.
I have a riddle. I have a riddle for you. What looks like me and is dead?
No.
You.
I hate you.
Kazuya. It's a mirror match. You get it?
Kazuya Mishima.
You said it looks like me, though. I thought that was
Yeah,
going to be a
I was
But
black
no,
like,
like in his shoes.
yes.
I
The
see
character.
I see it.
He
Riddles
said that
with
and then
riddles.
looked
I
in our
get it.
direction. I was
Yeah.
like, where are you going?
Where are we
with
going
that?
with
Well, who the hell am I talking to? What the heck? That was good. I got set up.
Yeah, that was not good at all.
That was an excellent riddle.
Hey, you
I
know
confused
what?
myself.
Riddles executed, though. There at the end, he pulled it together. acola dropping.
Well, it's just a
one of
touch
the
of death thing,
confirms.
right? Like,
Yes.
you could be behind so much, but you just understand you have access to the same combo tools, and Riddle, under pressure, has proven he can definitely respond well. Glad to see he was able to knot it up one apiece.
I heard Steve, so we're back to that.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it was
That
it
is
was
so
the-
So
It was the
disappointed.
counter.
It was the FD.
Yeah,
it was the
FD.
FD. He was like, all right, you're going to go Kazuya FD me too. And so now back to the Steve, though.
Staying on Kazuya, though. So this is
Interesting.
Kazuya's Steve. He's giving up the mobility of Terry, so he's going to do a lot more chasing. But, of course, if he gets his mitts on Steve, might be better.
It's very
he
close to
tried.
getting
Yeah,
his
you
mitts
saw it.
immediately. He's got the movement to get in there, though. I mean, he doesn't have like the movement off your moves.
Yeah.
But he can definitely still crouch dash to speed up his approach. So
This is still a matchup, though, that acola is incredibly comfortable with, though, and he's been playing super aggressive, so it's not like he even needs a space.
all right, that was definitely a misinput right there. Not close range laser, but that one works. All right.
Zapped.
Wow.
I feel like he had the time to block. He just kind of like it was like a heat check. Like he was like, this won't kill me, right? All right.
All right.
Big minecart there. TNT is out as well. This is the issue with Kazuya is like all of Riddle's characters are sub-digit, just kind of being camped out. You just kind of run away from them. Don't engage unless it's on your terms.
acola just run down there and knew he was going to be fearful. Saw the spot dodge coming. Just dropped down freely. Got that whole combo started. So 80% already. He's got gold on hand, and he's also got the that in reserves as well. Down smash.
Yeah, he tried to get
Oh
the
my God!
Wow.
Apple's gonna land.
Execution is perfect right now for acola. Yeah, going back to the Steve, absolutely the correct play.
The problem is Kazuya is so transparent what he's trying to. Oh, he just slapped him. That's rude as
He's
hell.
like, I don't need no damn tools.
And him detected. He's got hands.
Well,
We already have a Steve, all right? We can't get another Steve in there.
Yeah,
Who
a Steve
also,
and a Fox.
weirdly enough, he has hands as well.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Jesus.
Oh man.
Yeah, it is
Lava.
not.
That's
Wow,
tough, yeah.
that
Or
was
is that magma? Magma.
Mogul.
Lava. I don't know.
what the heck?
That was what Sasha
direct.
said. You didn't watch the direct?
No.
Of course you didn't.
Well, of course you
Remember,
didn't.
we talked about this, actually. I was going to do it with you guys.
What? Watch the direct?
Yeah, for the first time, because I had not yet.
No. This is an old direct.
This is clearly a
Steve
long
direct.
What
time
the
ago.
heck?
When
We don't
Steve
remember
was
the
Ah,
live
but what are you
match?
talking
heck?
about?
You weren't even on
Anyway.
Panda back then. What are these
Any
excuses?
time doesn't matter.
Mogul.
Whatever.
Well, either way,
Going forward, though, goes back to what we were talking about before, where obviously acola felt very comfortable. They're still going back here. Now Riddle's making the immediate swap over to the Terry.
Again, this is more mobility. I just don't. It might be checkmate. Like these characters that Riddles plays, just kind of run into Steve, and acola seems very comfortable with fighting. If he was a Steve that kind of wanted to run away, only go for diamond, only try to escape, that'd be one thing. But he is very comfortable scrapping.
Yeah, I wonder if like he stayed on the Kazuya because he was trying to make sure he didn't have to play against his Kazuya as Steve, as Terry.
Maybe.
But like, yeah, I've never asked him how he feels about the Kazuya matchup. So he won the Ditto, but maybe he doesn't feel confident with Terry. But either way, or maybe he just wanted to try it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it didn't go that well. Now the Terry's not looking too great at the beginning yet. Might be gone. No, not yet.
yeah, he's definitely struggling right here out the gate. This is something acola can do so well, just overwhelmed from jump. So expect a big response for Riddle if he wants to keep himself from facing elimination in 3-1 fashion.
Although we have seen that minecart so
There
many
goes
times, he's
Ditto.
getting so much off of that minecart in general.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah,
Man,
and then
The
anvil.
setups are so good, man. It's all about the execution. You got it.
Oh, okay. Yo,
Wait,
what are you? Yeah, watch
That's
out.
a bad spot to be in.
Now, I think he's actually mining a lot more in this matchup in particular. Like, he's had
Yeah.
resources.
Yeah.
And so I guess that it really kind of depends on the matchup. I mean, he can still kind of rush down Riddles, which he has been somewhat doing, but I've definitely seen him step back and get a lot of resources as well to keep at least being able to do the minecart to anvil.
Yeah, he's getting a lot more
Anvil.
of the iron. Well, as we say, that iron now. Only one left.
Ooh,
He's gonna keep
forward
carrying
airs.
it though.
There's
we
that
out.
setup again.
That was a
He
nice
got
high
that with
recovery.
Anathema earlier with the up smash
Yeah.
instead. Trying to get the up tilt, slightly missed space because of the hurt box shift. Oh, he just staring at
Oh,
him.
wow.
He just looking.
Juke. That was a perfect spot dodge past that grab, but still didn't get a crazy amount of damage on that. But he does have go.
Hold on.
Oh, not getting
Oh
abducted.
my goodness.
Slid right into the minecart. He still has go though. He's sending the go
Wow.
through, or the power wave through there. Yeah, the Diamondback there is going to make it happen.
So
and now,
powerful. Yeah, this is really
Tournament
the
stock.
struggle. I mean, you have to play damn near perfect if you're Riddles.
Uh-oh.
And acola kind of makes that almost impossible.
and Terry doesn't have touch of death.
Yeah, not
he
at
has,
all.
He has a lot of damage, right? And once he hits
Oh,
go,
that was great.
Excellent catch though.
Terry can I feel like he can two touch. No, he
Yeah, yeah,
definitely,
yeah.
he definitely
He's like
won't
two or
one touch,
three.
but
Yeah.
yeah. Oh,
I mean, that took a
that's
read,
one, right?
That fist, but that's one touch.
Yeah, man.
It's
So
still
they
64% though.
if he gets this nair over here, he will go for the nair burning knuckle, and it probably will kill that far. But it doesn't
Oh,
matter.
wait,
anymore.
wait.
You can't- You're
He's
getting
in go.
combo now.
He's in go though, and we saw him convert even with a power wave full stage. Oh wow, trying to catch him.
Man, every time.
It just it covers so much between the anvil.
Oh my
Pulls
God!
it again.
All out.
You can't roll in on Steve, and that is exactly why acola defeats Riddles.
Yeah, wonderful. I mean, two really evenly matched individuals. Great performance from Riddles throughout this tournament, but just could not get past acola, who's just really been a different beast in all these games we've seen him. You know, clutching out that clutch Game 5 against Tweak earlier and able to take care of Riddles in 4. Very impressive stuff.
He's just talented.
Yeah.
Roll in is the option that you want to use against Steve. It's kind of the instinct option. It's not even really the good one, but it's the one that feels right when they're going for minecart all the time or when they're trying to set up. The problem is that even if they do the minecart and you roll through it, the anvil will land on you. You can see he was ready for that the whole time. A lot of people have been rolling in more and more as the meta is developing. And acola was ready for that one. Well done. He's going to continue advancing in the bracket.
I feel like in the same vein of acola looking for those reads, the way that Riddles was dropping there, he was also looking for a roll out the corner, but it just seems like acola has just had a little more resilience on. I'd rather not. Like, I'm just not gonna roll into this. And so, yeah, the one good read that Riddles was looking for actually is the same one he kind of got hit by. And yeah, and GG's, man. I mean, what a set. The Kazuya ditto in the middle of it, but outside of that, yeah, I mean, acola really weird change of form here. You know, he had a lot of resources throughout this entire like set in comparison to the rest of his set.
That was so cool.
That's kind of been the adjustment that we've been seeing from acola in general throughout this bracket, where he went yesterday from being very conserved. Even at the very beginning of today, he was a little bit more conserved. That was beautiful. The Kazuya set ditto that we got to see, the first time I got to see that at least, was really entertaining. But the way that acola has been playing with the Steve has been a lot more aggressive, and not only with the materials, because he always has iron ready with the minecart as well as the anvil, but now he has no issue being able to build up some of that extra space in those smaller stages to get even more material than we saw yesterday.
Yeah, kind of like, you know, aside from that last game we just saw, kind of looking at how it unfolded now, it didn't really seem like he had any answers for the Steve, right? Obviously, he got the one game Kazuya ditto, but yeah, as far as the Steve went, yeah, acola just really didn't seem like at any point he was too concerned, right?
Riddles Riddles was saying he felt like he was playing like a task bot. Any input that he did would be the right one. Unfortunately, Kazuya doesn't get many of those opportunities against Steve, and Terry clearly, you know, he couldn't get it done. So Light versus Gluttony is going to be our next set. Light hates this matchup. He hates Wario, does not like fighting it. Obviously, he has the tools and the will to win, but Gluttony is going to be a massive roadblock standing in his way.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure like the record's very like skewed into Gluttony's favor, right? Like, I mean,
I believe he won their last encounter, if I'm not mistaken. Get that fact check just to be sure. But
stats, please.
Yeah, these are two players. I mean, you know, top of the line, best in Europe, best in the States, in America. You know, as it currently stands. So I think there's going to be a barn burner for sure. Another one that's really difficult to call. You kind of imagine we've had so many games aside from that last one go to game 5. You kind of just assume it's always going to go the distance.
I mean, so far with that, it has been the theme. So honestly, it's surprising when we do get those fast sets.
Yeah.
But it's always been entertaining to see why they haven't been going that long. Because a lot of the times, seeing players like acola really make a wave now, making their own adjustments to their gameplay, whether it be, was it conditioning at the start? Did he have this strat from the very beginning yesterday where he's like, okay, well, these players are going to expect me to play with a lot less resources like I did yesterday, maybe going into the bracket today. But he just came in looking completely different, almost like he did actually at the Invitational, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I think genuinely he probably did realize, I mean, how close the games have been with him trying to do this like more rush down Steve.
Yeah.
And I still think there's like clearly points in the game where he is continuously still doing the rush down, but he now will take a second to be like, wow, my meter or my bar is empty. Let me actually get some resources this time around. So definitely a good adjustment for him. We'll see if he ends up continuing that in the tournament or if that was just for Riddles, because I mean, I don't know what he's I didn't see a set before this, but yeah, that Riddles set was definitely different than all the other sets that I did watch of his.
Poor Riddles got eliminated all by Japan.
Yes.
Yeah, Proto, then acola.
Proto and acola, right?
I mean, it happens.
It does. They're very good.
I think that Riddles is going to continually run into this issue where his characters, yes, they're incredibly strong against a lot of the cast because of the nature of how they operate, and he's super talented. The problem is that he's going to run into these players that are able to exploit that. His characters all share similar weaknesses, which means if you run into a bad matchup for one, it's going to be a bad matchup